If you're living with diabetes, whether it's type 1 or type 2, you know the drill, right? The fasting pricks on your fingers, the blood sugar numbers, and the constant worry. You're tired of all of that, and so your goal is to move from fear to confidence. But there's a silent crisis happening inside the bodies of millions of diabetics like you. A critical mineral deficiency that sabotages your insulin, steals your energy, and makes blood sugar control feel almost impossible. That mineral is magnesium. And today, I'm not just going to tell you why you need it. I am going to show you the data. I am going to prove exactly how this powerhouse mineral immediately impacts your body. Welcome to the channel. I am Cheryl, your host of Nature's Healing Corner. And like you, I know the fear that comes with that diabetes diagnosis. 4 years ago, I was scared, terrified of the complications and scared of the unknown. All I had in my head at the time was the stories of people losing their legs through amputation because of diabetes. That fear is what drove me to create this channel and also my Facebook group. We are here to replace that fear once and for all with actionable knowledge that I am going to impart to you today. You might have seen my short video on magnesium, which I will also link below, but today we are going into a deeper dive. We are turning theory into practice. This is about seeing real numbers so that you can stop guessing and start controlling your blood sugar numbers. Get ready, because what my continuous glucose monitor showed me as it was a result was an absolute game changer. First, let's set up the experiment. I'm going to visually walk you through it. I woke up one morning, and after a 12-hour fast, my baseline blood sugar was 105. That was my starting point. I pre-tested everything to make sure that I wasn't testing after a morning walk or a stressful event that might skew the results. This is a clean, neutral test, the first test of the morning. The specific dosage that I took afterwards was 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate or glycinate. Why that specific type? Because glycinate is known for its excellent absorption, quick absorption, and minimal digestive issues, which is important when you're dealing with chronic health conditions. Now, why magnesium? This is where your fear turns into understanding. If you have been diagnosed with diabetes, chances are you're already deficient from magnesium. Diabetes itself causes your body to excrete magnesium through urine at an accelerated rate. You are literally flushing away one of the most critical allies that you need throughout the diabetes journey. Think of it like this. Magnesium is the key that unlocks the door for insulin. Without enough magnesium, your cells are less responsive to insulin. It's called insulin resistance. Even if you're producing enough insulin in your body, the door won't open, and the glucose stays stuck in your bloodstream. This is a massive piece of puzzle that often gets missed in those first few scary months after your diagnosis. But I'm here to give you the information. If that feeling of being overwhelmed or unsure about what to do next sounds familiar, if you're still trying to figure out which doors to open and which to close, I want to guide you through those crucial early weeks after your diagnosis. And that's why I've compiled everything I learned in my own journey, moving from panic to purposeful action, inside my free ebook titled What to Do the First 30 Days After You've Been Diagnosed with Diabetes. This free resource is designed to take away the immediate fear and give you a simple daily checklist to follow. Don't face this journey alone. It's available for instant download, completely free, using the link in the description. Get the blueprint and then come back and let's check your glucose monitor. Okay? So, let's move on. 30 minutes have passed since I took the magnesium. The mineral starts to absorb in my body and doing its job in the bloodstream. Then I checked the blood sugar level. And do you know, it went down to 98. From 105 to 98. Why did it drop? I hadn't eaten anything. This is a cellular shift in action. Magnesium rapidly restoring that key and lock function. My body uses the trace of insulin that it produces, that magnesium produces, much more efficiently. But the 30-minute mark is only the beginning. The longer-term impact is what's truly powerful. Consistently supplementing. By doing that, you're slowing, reversing chronic deficiency, making your cells permanently more sensitive to insulin. This process is directly tied to the concept of sticky blood syndrome, where inflammation and thick blood impedes the vital circulation and healing of your body, and the very things that lead to those frightening complications that we all worry about. If you want to conquer that specific scary complication, you have to stabilize your core functions first. Speaking of those complications, the fear of things like circulation issues and neuropathy, that's what we call sticky blood syndrome. It's the consequences of long-term, unregulated glucose wreaking havoc on your entire vascular system. But there are precise natural methods to fight back. In my ebook, How to Conquer Sticky Blood Syndrome, I break down the specific nutritional and lifestyle changes beyond just magnesium that target inflammation, gets rid of brain fog and circulation issues, and supports vascular health. This ebook is a deep dive into protecting your feet, your eyes, and your heart. It's the essential guide to protecting yourself from the long-term effect and scary consequences of this diabetes diagnosis. The link to get your copy and start fighting back is below in the description. Now we are at the 1 hour mark after taking the magnesium glycinate. This is a big reveal. My blood sugar settled at a very stable number, 95 by that time. This is a big drop from my starting fasting level of 105 with no food, no exercise, and no medication change. This result is a huge win, but it's not a huge win, and it's not a marathon, and neither is a sprint. The test demonstrates that magnesium is a fundamental support mineral that creates a solid foundation for everything else that you do. It won't cure diabetes, but it dramatically improves the effectiveness of every other healthy choice that you make. When you ensure that your cells are listening, your whole management plan works so much better. This is the power of a system. You don't just take one supplement. You need a coordinated approach to manage your diet, your movement, your stress, and supplementation simultaneously. Everything works together. And if you want that full coordinated roadmap, the daily plan that takes you from that moment of panic to a sense of calmness, you need the full system. My comprehensive guide, the Diabetic Comeback System, ties everything together. All the elements, the optimal timing for your supplements, the 3 best types of movement to lower glucose post-meal after you've eaten, and the precise food pairings, food combination to flatten every glucose curve. This system is about taking control of your life, taking your life back. It's what I use, and it's a system designed for long-term, sustainable management, reducing your fear with every single day of success. So, to summarize, magnesium is a core component in your journey, but it works best within a complete system. Grab your free 30-day checklist to start. Then you're going to dive into the Diabetic Comeback System to take full control and that sticky blood syndrome ebook. If this video gave you the motivation to try something new, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Next week, I'm going to share what your body is telling you when your blood sugar spikes. You don't want to miss that video. Thank you so much for watching, and please stay healthy.